Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Finding some room at the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Blazers. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Turner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finds room at the 30. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it here. They've got him down out near the 40.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving... at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make...
Football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Now it's second down here. Handoff to the single back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Going for a big play downfield. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Caught quickly. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Did he take it all the way? Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, UAB.
We talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Here's the second down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll take a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Close to the tight end. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Here comes the UAB offense back out there. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Excellent field position here for the offense. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So as we begin the 2nd quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. QB decides to keep it here. Breaking free at midfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
He's got a man down the middle. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to scramble. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. They've got the lead, but hadn't settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Looking for a deep completion. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
We'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's a quarterback keeper. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The junior able to bring him down quickly. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's third and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Movement here from the tight end. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. He just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the extra point is up and good. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it for a big gain. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Off target with the throw, incomplete. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PAT puts them up 13 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Blazers will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Alabama. And the comeback is on.
This guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense makes their way on the field. Send the back in motion. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. They go with a direct snap. And the Blazers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Blazers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's a pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bama. Still plenty of life left.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, UAB.
And that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Slides to avoid the big hit. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Look at this. He'll go deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's past the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Blazers. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Direct snap to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. That bumps it up to a 3-score game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back. On the run here, lets it go. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So after the incompletion, it's second down. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's looking deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having the lead here in the 4th.
Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. He's moving out of the pocket now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
This quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collected.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? It's a quick grab.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Lets it go deep down the middle. Had all day to throw. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So the defense has had no answer to this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball. And I'd just love to see the quarterback, anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Blazers offense retakes the field now. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
1st down and 10 now. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
The Blazers trying to cash in here in the red zone. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. UAB. Second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Running a quarterback sneak here. Defense all over it. They stop him. I don't think he got it. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. A running play called on 4th down. Nope, he is stopped short. The defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He's going to hand this off. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and giving the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone.